you're out of sync. And tomorrow night, August 12th, 2025, the moon will make it impossible to ignore. This isn't theory. Its alignment locks into place with no way back. A rare lunar point has been forming for years. Tomorrow, it locks, not as a suggestion, as a turning point. You've already seen the hints. People showing up at the exact wrong or right moment. Plans flipping in ways you couldn't control. Events stacking into a shape you can't explain. This moon isn't here to motivate you. It's here to reset the map entirely and take anything off it that slows you down. Miss it, and the path ahead closes without warning. And when it's gone, it's gone. This rare moon event on August 12th, 2025, arriving after the full moon, is like a cosmic green light, urging you to move forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It's the kind of alignment that can push you out of old loops and into experiences that actually match who you are becoming. The energy around this day works like a spotlight, making it easier to see what's real, what matters, and what's worth leaving behind. Emotionally, you might find yourself more open, more ready to connect, and more in tune with what inspires you. Physically, there's a surge of motivation to take action where you've been holding back. Spiritually, it's a reminder that the universe doesn't hand out moments like this often. This is a direct call to step into the version of you that's been waiting to take the lead. August 12th, 2025, arrives like a headline written across the sky, a rare moon event that doesn't just pass by quietly. It makes itself known in ways you can't ignore. The moon glowing brighter and carrying a rare frequency becomes a spotlight in the cosmic theater, pulling our attention toward what's overdue for change and what's ready to grow. It's as if the universe has turned the volume up, not to overwhelm but to make sure the message comes through loud and clear. Astrologically, this rare moon event is a magnifier. Whatever is ready to move forward in your life feels like it's standing right in front of you, waving you over. The atmosphere carries a charge that can amplify clarity, courage, and creativity. It's the kind of night where sudden realizations land in your mind like perfectly timed deliveries. You didn't know you were waiting for them, but they arrive exactly when needed. Numerologically, August 12th, 2025, carries a rhythm tied to progress and expansion. The number sequence of the day aligns with themes of personal growth, bold steps, and stepping into spaces you once thought were beyond your reach. This rare moon event acts like a key, unlocking momentum that has been quietly building behind the scenes. It's not about rushing. It's about recognizing that the timing to move is better now than it has been in a long time. Visually, think of the moon as a giant spotlight scanning across the stage of your life. Wherever it stops, it reveals what's ready to shine and what's been hiding in the corner. That's why during this rare moon event, you might find clarity in conversations, direction in decisions, or a sudden spark of inspiration that turns into something real. The moon's light isn't just decoration, it's a guide. Spiritually, this is the kind of moment that invites you to step into your own next chapter without overthinking. It's a cosmic reminder that progress often happens when you stop waiting for the perfect setup and start using what's already in front of you. The rare moon event of August 12th isn't asking for hesitation, it's inviting momentum. This moon acts like a mirror, not to reflect what's already been, but to show you what's possible from here. Whether it's a shift in how you see your relationships, your purpose, or your path, the illumination of this night can give you a kind of vision that feels sharper, cleaner, and more alive. And the beauty of it is that this insight doesn't fade when the moonlight does. It can carry forward, shaping the choices you make and the experiences you attract in the weeks ahead. For those tuned in, August 12th, it's a turning point, dressed in silver light, reminding you that timing matters, and that some moments are meant to be noticed, embraced, and acted upon before they pass. The rare moon event isn't a distant spectacle, it's an open doorway into what's next. Now is the moment to create space for what's ahead, to step into the rare moon event with intention rather than rushing through the hours like it's any other day. Let your mind expand beyond the usual pace, as if time itself has slowed down just enough for you to hear what's been waiting to reach you. Each inhale draws you deeper into the present. Each exhale clears away the weight of what no longer belongs. The light of this night isn't just above you, it's weaving its way into every thought, softening what's heavy and making space for what's next. The rhythm of your surroundings begins to shift as you give yourself permission to fully be here. You're not chasing tomorrow or replaying yesterday. You're right here where clarity is most accessible. The rare moon event is more than a passing spectacle in the sky. It's a living signal that the universe is ready for your next step. The stillness between your thoughts starts to stretch wider, and in that space, ideas arrive more naturally, like waves meeting the shore at exactly the right moment. Let your shoulders release the invisible weight you've been carrying. Imagine standing somewhere open, where the horizon is clear in every direction. The moon above casts a silver glow that reaches all the way to the edges of the landscape, illuminating paths you hadn't noticed before. You begin to realize those paths have been there all along. You just needed the right light to see them. Every movement forward from this point is deliberate, infused with purpose. As you tune into the atmosphere, your focus sharpens. The noise of the everyday world starts to fade into the background, and what remains is pure, grounded awareness. The rare moon event isn't loud. It's steady, confident, and unwavering. It carries the same quiet authority as an ocean tide, shifting everything without rushing, reminding you that transformation doesn't always happen in chaos. It can arrive with grace and clarity. Let this awareness settle deeper into your body. Each part of you is aligning, not in a rigid way, but in a way that feels natural, as if you've been slowly preparing for this without even realizing it. You begin to understand that this isn't about changing who you are overnight. It's about expanding into a version of yourself that's been waiting to emerge. Your thoughts start to move like they've been uncluttered, giving you the space to focus on what matters most. Picture the moon above, not as something far away, but as a trusted guide shining directly on your path. It's steady, dependable, and perfectly timed. The rare moon event of 12th August carries an unspoken agreement between you and the universe. When the signal comes, you act. Now, silently direct your attention toward the areas of your life you want to enhance: relationships, work, personal growth. Let each one rise to the surface without forcing it. See them as clear outlines ready to be filled in. There's no rush, no urgency beyond your own readiness to begin. The moonlight touches each of these intentions, strengthening them in ways you might not fully understand yet, but can already trust. Let your breathing become smooth and steady, grounding you even further into this moment. You're creating space for clarity, not by pushing away distractions, but by allowing them to drift out of focus on their own. The rare moon event becomes a kind of anchor, a point of connection between you and everything that matters most. You are part of a rhythm far bigger than yourself. The night sky above you isn't separate from your life, it's woven into it. Every step you take under this light is supported by the same forces that move the tides and shape the season. The 12th August moon is not asking you to race ahead, but to walk forward with certainty, trusting that what's unfolding is right on time. Notice how your awareness begins to stretch beyond your immediate surrounding. You're not only present in your own body and mind, you're aware of the vastness around you, of how each thought, word, and action is part of a larger flow. This is what it means to align with cosmic timing. Not by chance, but by you are meeting the universe halfway, bringing your focus and readiness to a moment that is already full of potential. Let this realization sink in deeply. You are exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time. Every action from this point forward can be a reflection of your highest priorities. You are not reacting, you are creating. The rare moon event is not a backdrop to your life. It's part of the architecture of your next chapter, supporting every move you make from here. The air feels clearer now, almost lighter, as if the rare moon event has swept away the distractions that usually crowd your thoughts. You're left with an uncluttered space inside yourself, a place where ideas and clarity have room to breathe. The glow above isn't fading, it's holding steady, as if it knows you still have more to take in before this moment is complete. Picture your intentions as small seeds resting in the palm of your hand. They've been with you for a while, some longer than others, waiting for the right environment to grow. The 12th August moon is like the perfect season, arriving exactly when needed, creating the conditions for those seeds to take root. You don't have to force their growth. You simply have to plant them and trust they will find their way toward the light. Your mind begins to map out the steps ahead, not in a rushed or pressured way, but with quiet certainty. Each possibility that comes to you feels like it belongs, as if it was always meant to fit into the larger story of your life. The rare moon event is like a filter, keeping out the noise and letting through only what's relevant, what's real, what's aligned with your vision. Let yourself imagine moving through the days ahead with this same clarity. Conversations flow more easily. Decisions feel more natural. You begin to notice how situations that once seemed complicated now feel more straightforward, as if the path has been cleared. This is the gift of cosmic timing. It brings a kind of ease that makes even big changes feel manageable. Bring your attention to the emotions tied to your intention, not in a heavy or overwhelming way, but in a way that sparks excitement. It's the quiet thrill of knowing you're heading towards something that matters. The 12th August moon acts like a spotlight, not on your past, but on the horizon ahead, showing you the outlines of what's possible. Allow this vision to expand until it includes every part of your life that matters to you. See how each area begins to align with the others, how your relationships, work, personal growth, and creativity can flow together instead of competing for space. The rare moon event is about integration, bringing all the different pieces of your life into harmony so they can move forward as one. As you stand in this space of alignment, affirm to yourself, not in a rushed whisper, but with steady certainty, that you are ready for this chapter. Your steps from here will not be hesitant. You're moving forward with purpose, knowing that this moment in time was designed to propel you. Let your mind wander into the possibilities of what's next. Picture the days and weeks ahead, unfolding in your favor, not because of luck, but because you've placed yourself in the right position to receive what's meant for you. The rare moon event is not a fleeting spectacle. It's a starting point, a reference you can return to anytime you need to remember why you began. Keep your awareness on the present for a few moments longer. The night above and the ground beneath you are in sync, and so are you. The stillness carries a quiet confidence, reminding you that there's no need to rush into tomorrow. You can step into it knowing the foundation has already been set. When you finally return to your regular pace, carry this clarity with you. The world may move quickly, but you'll move with intention. The 12th August moon has left its mark, not in a way that fades overnight, but in a way that continues to guide, nudge, and inspire you long after its light has shifted. You've connected not only with the rare moon event itself, but with your own capacity to grow, expand, and create without hesitation. This is your moment to step forward, fully aware that the timing is not random, it's perfect, and now you're ready to walk into it. Now, the rare moon event of the 12th of August stands before you like a turning point that refuses to be quiet. It carries an intensity that doesn't push or force, yet it demands your full attention. The sky on this night holds a kind of clarity that makes distractions lose their grip. You start to realize that this is not about random timing, it's about precision in the way life presents its moments. The August moon casts a light that seems to reach into the places you've kept hidden, even from yourself. Not in a way that exposes for the sake of judgment, but in a way that invites truth. You see parts of your path that you hadn't been ready to walk before, and somehow they no longer look intimidating. They look like they were always meant to be yours. It's not about rushing ahead or doing everything at once. The revelation of this night is that momentum is built in small, intentional steps that gather power over time. Under this moon, the next step is illuminated. Not the whole staircase, just the one in front of you. And for the first time, that feels like enough. The rare moon event doesn't speak in noise or spectacle, it communicates in clarity. It's as if the light itself is telling you that the answers you've been searching for aren't far away, they're right here, woven into your present moment. The real turning point is the realization that you already hold more than you've been giving yourself credit for. The air carries a stillness that isn't empty, it's full of possibility. You start to understand that all the waiting, all the preparation, all the moments you thought were delays, were actually part of an unseen sequence bringing you to this exact point. The August moon doesn't just light the sky, it rewrites the way you look at your own timing. Your perspective starts to expand. You see how moments in your past that once seemed random were actually threads leading here. The patterns you couldn't make sense of before now fit together like a picture, finally coming into focus. The revelation is that nothing has been wasted. Every step, even the uncertain ones, has been carrying you forward.
This is where the intensity builds, not from outside pressure, but from within you, as you realize you are no longer standing where you were even a day ago. The rare moon event has moved something deep inside you, not in a way that can be undone. You are seeing yourself differently now, and that changes the way you see everything else. The August moon becomes more than an event in the sky, it becomes a marker in your life. A point you'll look back on and say, that's when I knew. Not because someone told you, not because you read it somewhere, but because you experienced it in a way that was undeniable. The light, the timing, the readiness, it all met in one place. What makes this moment profound is its simplicity. The revelation isn't about a grand announcement, it's about finally recognizing what's been right in front of you. It's about the awareness that you've been ready for more than you've allowed yourself to admit, and in that awareness comes a new kind of courage, one that doesn't fade when the moonlight does. The rare moon event on the 12th of August becomes a catalyst, but the true transformation happens in the quiet realization that you are the one who decides what comes next. The sky may light the way, but it's your steps that will take you there. And now you're no longer hesitating, you're no longer holding back, you're stepping forward because you know you can. The light from the August moon seems to hold steady, almost as if it refuses to fade until you've taken in every detail of this moment. There's a sense of fullness in the atmosphere, not heavy, but undeniable, reminding you that this isn't a night to pass through without awareness. The rare moon event isn't here to hand you answers wrapped in ribbon. It's here to make you recognize the strength you've been building all along, the kind of strength that comes from every choice you've made, every step you've taken, even when the outcome wasn't certain. You start to see that the real turning point isn't the event itself, it's the way it changes how you view your place in the world. The clarity rising inside you doesn't stop with one area of your life. It spills into everything, your relationships, your ambitions, your inner dialogue. Suddenly, the situations that used to pull you off track lose their grip. The distractions that once consumed your time now seem too small to matter. The only thing that stands out is the path forward. This is when you understand that transformation is not something that happens to you. It's something you step into willingly. The August moon acts like a quiet reminder that the universe can place the signs in your path, but you are the one who decides whether to follow them. The rare moon event becomes a mirror, reflecting not just who you are today, but who you are capable of becoming. Your thoughts begin to arrange themselves in a new order. Ideas that once seemed scattered now feel connected. Goals that felt distant no longer appear unreachable. You can see the route, even if it's not fully lit yet. The first steps feel solid beneath you, and you no longer question whether you're ready. You know you are. What makes this night stand out from all the others is the realization that you are not waiting for the perfect moment anymore. You're creating it here and now. The rare moon event is a reminder that perfection isn't about flawless conditions. It's about taking action in the moment you have with what you know and trusting that the rest will unfold. The longer you stay in this awareness, the more you notice a shift in your energy. Not the kind that drains,
but the kind that builds momentum. Your focus sharpens, your confidence strengthens. You're no longer chasing after clarity, it's meeting you where you stand. This is what happens when timing, awareness, and readiness intersect. You recall moments from the past year where you nearly gave up on something important, where you questioned whether the effort was worth it. Now, standing under the August moon, you see those moments differently. They weren't signs to stop. They were steps that strengthened you for now. Every setback, every pause, every unexpected turn was preparation for this exact chapter. The profound revelation isn't a dramatic twist. It's the deep understanding that your story has been leading here all along. The rare moon event didn't appear out of nowhere. It arrived at the precise time when you could finally meet it with open eyes. It doesn't matter how long it took to get here. What matters is that you've arrived. The intensity of this awareness grows, not because the moon is demanding it, but because you are allowing it. You're no longer resisting the truth of where you are or what's possible for you. That resistance has been replaced by a willingness to act, to move, to step forward even without knowing exactly how everything will play out. You begin to picture the days ahead, not as a repeat of the past, but as an open canvas, one you can shape with new choices, new priorities, and new energy. The rare moon event feels like the starting line, and while you may not know every turn ahead, you know the direction you're heading. That's enough to begin. In this moment, the August moon becomes a companion rather than a distant object in the sky. It feels connected to you, not in some unreachable way, but in a way that reminds you that you belong here now, fully engaged in your own light. You understand that the magic isn't in the moon itself, it's in the way it inspires you to see beyond the limits you've placed on yourself. The revelation deepens as you realize that no one else can claim this experience for you. You can share the story, you can describe the night, but the personal shift, the internal acknowledgement of your own readiness, belongs only to you. That's why it matters. That's why it will stay with you. The rare moon event becomes a reference point for your future. Weeks, months, even years from now, you'll remember how you stood under this sky and understood something about yourself that you hadn't before. It will be the moment you point to when someone asks how you knew it was time to make a change, time to move forward, time to stop waiting. This isn't about chasing after fleeting inspiration. It's about grounding what you've learned tonight into the way you live from here on out. The August moon may move through its phases, but the clarity you've gained can remain constant as long as you keep choosing to act from it. Even as the night begins to quiet and the glow starts to soften, the power of what you've experienced stays with you. You're aware that this is the kind of shift that doesn't need to announce itself loudly to be real. It's already embedded in the choices you'll make tomorrow and beyond. You walk away from this night with a new awareness, not as someone who is waiting for their life to change, but as someone who has already begun that change. The rare moon event didn't transform you on its own. It revealed what was already there, ready to move, ready to grow, ready to take its place in the world. To build on this momentum, think about what role you personally can play in carrying forward the energy of this moon. It could be as small as offering kindness to someone who needs it, or as big as making a bold life change you've been avoiding. Each act of alignment sends ripples through your life and the lives of others. Keep in mind that transformation is rarely a single event, it's an unfolding journey. After the full moon, give yourself space to reflect on any signs, synchronicities, or sudden insights you've experienced. Write them down, no matter how small they seem, because they often hold seeds of profound change. August 12th carries more than a date on the calendar. It holds the rare moon event we've journeyed through together tonight, a moment that will be remembered for the way it sparked clarity and direction. The light from this moon has touched far more than the sky. It's reached into intentions, ambitions, and the quiet commitments we keep to ourselves. Now is the moment to keep that connection alive beyond this video. Drop your thoughts, visions, or breakthroughs in the comments. Your words might be the spark that helps someone else recognize their own turning point. While you're here, tap that like button and subscribe so you can stay connected to every step of this unfolding path. Sharing this video with your friends and community can be your way of passing the moon's message forward, letting it inspire beyond the boundaries of your own experience. Transformation is strongest when it's shared. We've all witnessed how the August moon has a way of opening doors that once seemed hidden, and when we come together as a collective, those doors open even wider. Whether you've been following this journey for a while, or tonight is your very first step with us, your presence adds something powerful to the space we're building. So, before you move on with your day, leave your imprint here. Share what resonated, what stirred your inspiration, or the action you're ready to take next. By doing so, you're not only honoring the rare moon event, but also anchoring its influence into your life in a real, tangible way. The night will pass, but the change we've sparked together will remain, and it's only just beginning. And in those moments of shared presence, the collective vibration rises, sending ripples of light into unseen realms.